Okay, we're going to start by rolling the shoulders. Deep breath into the nose, out through the mouth. Just moving the whole way around through the shoulder joint. It's big circles at the arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change direction, bring it the opposite way. Again, big circles. Three, 2, 1. Drop the head. Big circle all around. And when you get to the front, change direction, bring it back. All the way around. All the way back. I'm going to go one more each direction. Okay, hands on hips, feet shoulder apart. Give a little circle to hips, all the way around, all the way through. Make sure we're trying to move your hips as much as possible. Big circles each time. Okay, we're going to go one more each direction. Okay, from there, let's bring our feet together, bend the knees slightly, and we're going to a little circle around and all the way back. A little circle around and back. And one more each direction. And last one, we're going to go out onto the toe. Again, little circle around, all the way back. Okay, one more each direction. And then we're going to swap to the side. Little circle around and back. And one more each direction. Okay, from there, we're going to stand up tall. We're going to put whichever, so if you're right-handed, you're going to put your right foot in front of your left foot, and if you're left-handed, you're going to go the other way. So whichever your good side is going to go in front of your toes, so your heel to toe on both sides like this. Okay, get yourself balanced. Okay, shoulders back and down, and we're just going to look over to one side, over one shoulder, and bring it back to center. I'm going to do that 5 times. If you need to bring your arms out more to balance yourself, do. 3, 4. And we go one more. And back. So we're going to go the other side now. So look over the left shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. 5. Back to center there. We're going to look up. And bring it back. Center. 2. Back to center. 3, 4. And once more. 5. And back down. Now we're going to look down. 1, back to center, 2, back to center, 3, 4, and we've one more, 5, and there. So now we're going to go up diagonally to the right. So up, back down, up, 3, 4, and 5. And now we're going to go up the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more, 5. Okay, now we're going down to the right. Down, 2, 3, 4, and one more, 5. And then we're going to go down to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll go one more, 5. Bring it up back center. So now we're going to go left, right, up to down. So try and keep yourself balanced. So left, all the way to right. I went right to left there, but anyway. Up and back down. Bring it back to center. So across, over to the opposite side. Up and back down and center. We're going to do this twice more. So across one shoulder, across the other shoulder, up and down. Once more. Over one shoulder, over the other shoulder, up and down. Okay. From there, we're going to go diagonal up to diagonal down and diagonal up to diagonal down. So looking up, across and down, back to center, up the opposite way, diagonally and down, back to center. You might find you starting to wobble a bit more. So up again, back down, up and down, back to center, up, down, up, down, and once more we're going to go up and back down and up and back down. Okay, check that out. We're going to bring it down to the mat now and we're going to go to onto our side, okay? We're going to lie on our side. Bottom hand is supporting our head. Legs are stacked in front, on top of each other, and you lift one leg up, slowly lower. Just up as high as you can, and slowly back down. We're going to exhale, lift up, inhale, back down. Lift up, slowly back down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down for a second. Now we're going to lift it back up again, and we're actually going to draw a little circle with our heel without rocking back and forth. So we want to just use our hip to do this. Just as small or as big as you can without rocking back and forth. If you're finding you're moving back and forth, make it a little bit smaller. And we're using those hip muscles to draw this circle with our heel. Got one more to go. And bring it the opposite way now. I'm just using those muscles to move it a little bit more. And one more. And lower down. We're going to go over onto our back. From there, going to make sure our back is pressed into our mat. Shoulders are back and down. And the same leg, we're going to lift up to 90 degrees and slowly lower without letting that back come off the mat. Lift up. Slowly lower. Controlling it the whole way up and the whole way down. Might find it stretches the back of the legs a little bit as well. That's all right. Make sure your back doesn't come off the mat at all. Gonna do 3 more. One more. And lower down. We're going to go to the opposite leg now. Same thing, back stays into contact with the mat. Lift up as high as you can. Slowly lower. Really important here that we keep our back in contact with the mat. We keep our core tight. So brace your abs. Pull your belly button through to the floor. Just lifting up. And slowly lower. Four, 3, 2, and one more. Okay, from there, we're going to bring that first one up again. And we're going to actually draw a little circle again. Just staying in that high position, keeping our back flat into the mat. Don't let the back rise as you do this. Core is nice and tight. If you're finding this too hard, just come straight up and down. Again, we're aiming to draw a little circle. Make those muscles activate. Okay, change direction. Last few, keep going. Nice and controlled again. Back stays in contact with the mat. 3, 2, and one last one. And lower back down. Okay. Going to the opposite side again. Again, little circle. You might find one side's harder than the other. It's alright. You might find one side's tighter than the other. Just drawing that circle. Okay, one more. I'm going to change direction. Are we on the other direction? Again, keep that back in contact with the mat. Don't let it rise. If you need to go up and down instead, you can. 3, 2, and 1. And back down. Okay, we're flipping over onto our opposite side now. So whatever leg you were just doing there should be the leg you haven't done the lift with. So we are lifting up and slowly lowering. Exhale up, inhale lower. We'll do 2 more. Slowly lower down for a second. And we're going to lift back up and draw a circle again with our heels. So again, we're not rocking, keeping ourselves really stable, just using our hip. Keep it really controlled. I'm going to bring it the opposite direction. Last few. Bring it back down. Okay, come over into our box position now. So with that, we want to make sure there's a straight line from our shoulder to our wrist and our hip to our knee. And we're going to start with just rolling our shoulders back and rolling forward. Big circles all the way around, all the way back. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's tuck the hips, drop the head, push back up towards the ceiling as much as we can. All the way back and look up. And up. Make sure we're tucking those hips right up, get as much stretch as we can into that back. Imagine there's a string in the center of your back, pulling you up. And all the way back. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, let's spread our hands. So we're going to spread our hands as wide as we can. So like that, just really wide out. And we're just going to push over and back. Just going to open up hand muscles. Your hands spend a lot of time closed, so this gets really good stretch on them. And feel a bit weird because muscles can be quite tight. We're just rocking back and forth over them. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, you can bring them out sideways and continue going down side to side. Or if you want to stay in that position the way you are, you can. So again, we're just going to go side to side over them. Really just opening up the hand muscles here. You feel a bit weird, you feel a bit tight. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Let's walk them back in. What we're going to do is bring our hands out in front of us. Just sit back onto our heels. Pull our hands forward. Let them stretch out a bit more. Stretch out our back into a little child's pose. From there, let's walk our hands over to one side. Bring it back to center. And we went to the other side. And bring it back to center. Let's bring ourselves down to the floor. Hands either side of the body. And just push up. Nice comfortable view. Just going to stretch out our abs a little bit. And we're going to lower back down. So you can use one hand to rest your head on. And what we're going to do is going to bring our other heel. So the other hand, grab the heel and pull it in towards your bum. And stretch your quad. If you're finding you can't get towards your bum, that's okay. Just get as close as you can. And you hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Swap it over, opposite side. And just pull it in towards self. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go back up. We're going to come into a little seated position. The first thing we're going to do is just cross our legs. I'm going to sit up tall. I'm going to put one hand onto the opposite knee, bring the other hand back, and just inhale, exhale, twist, looking over the back shoulder. A little twist there. If you can walk a little bit further, do. If you can't, don't worry. I'm going to inhale and exhale, bring it back around. Now we're going to go to the opposite side, so opposite hand, opposite knee. That hand goes behind, and then we'll just look over our shoulder. You can go a little bit further too. If not, that's how we are. And we're just going to bring it back around. Okay, from there, let's bring our legs out kind of straddle position. So just as wide that you can still keep your toes up. So if your toes are falling in, you need to bring your legs in slightly closer together. And from there, we're just going to walk forward a little bit. Just see if we can get our elbows to the mat. We're stretching the inside of our inner thigh. Again, make sure those toes are still pointing towards the ceiling. If they're starting to fall in, you need to bring your legs in a little bit. If you can, walk your hands a little bit further. Make sure you drop the head as well. From there, let's walk our hands over to one leg. Just far down the leg you can go. Don't worry if it's not far. We need to stretch into our hamstring. Gonna walk back to center. And we're gonna bring it over to the other side. Again, stretching as far as we can down that leg. What is comfortable for you? And let's bring it back to center and walk it back up. Okay. From there, let's bring our legs back together. Gonna lie flat on our back. We're gonna bring one knee up, bending the knee, grab it with the opposite hand and just twist it across as far across the body as you can. It's comfortable, and then you're gonna bring your other hand, keep it flat on the mat with your shoulder. Keep your shoulder down. If you want to make it a little bit easier on the stretch in the shoulder, bring your hand downwards, and then if not, bring it up towards your head more. If you want to make a bit more of a stretch into the shoulder and into the chest. And we're going to look the direction that our knee is going. Okay, let it go, bring it back around. From there, knee comes up, opposite side, bring it across, hand comes down, keeping that shoulder in contact with the mat, and we're looking in the direction of our knee again. Remember, if you want to bring that arm higher or lower, intensify or less off the stretch in the chest. I'll hold that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back around. You're going to lift one leg up. Just put your hand in just below the knee. Just pull in towards yourself, wherever it's comfortable. We don't want to be forcing it. Give the hamstring a little stretch. And let it go. Swap it over, opposite side. Again, just up as comfortable as possible. We don't want to be forcing it into a stretch. Just wherever it's comfortable. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let it down. There. I'm going to sit up. From there, let's come back over to our box position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lift one arm up and we're just going to reach through as far as we can. And then lean down onto that shoulder. And you can walk that other arm a little bit forward. We're just going to hold it there for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Walk the hand back in, come up. Opposite side, so we come up, reach through as far as you can, and then walk that other hand forward. And just relax down. Holding this for 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back up. Okay. Let's come up onto our knees. Now bring one leg forward, one leg back. We're going to squeeze our glute from behind, and we're going to push our foot forward over our toe, out our heel coming up. And then we're just going to come back. Just going to ease into it each time. Open up that hip and back. Push off that foot each time as well as we come back. Make sure the glute from behind is engaged to help that hip flexor open up. And 4. 3. 2. And 1 more. Bring it back. Okay, I'm going to stop to the other side. Again, we squeeze the glute in behind, and then we just push. Front knee over our toe, out that foot coming up. Keeping our core nice and tight to keep ourselves balanced here. So you're feeling that stretch in the front of the leg. Open up that hip flexor. Three. 2. There you go, 1 to go. And bring it back up. Okay, we're going to stand up, interlock our fingers behind our back, put the shoulder blades together, and just lift up as high as we can, sticking our chest forward and keeping our head up. If you can, lift a little bit higher. If you can't, just stay where you are. Let it go, flop it over, pull forward, pushing our shoulder blades as far apart as we can. From there, push up towards the ceiling. Lean over to one side. Bring it back to center. And over to the opposite side. Bring it back to center. Let it go. And you're done. Well done.